A brief sigh of relief over the threat of tariffs after Donald Trump's inaugural address. And then the U.S. president dropped the other shoe last night, suggesting February 1st as the launch date for those levies of 25%. Today, the prime minister and his cabinet colleagues meeting in Montebello, Quebec, responded. Now, CTV's Michael Couture is also there. Mike, it almost seemed as if Trump's musing was discretionary and arbitrary, but certainly everyone is taking it seriously, right?
Yeah, and it provoked a response, Sandy. I mean, with U.S. President Donald Trump suggesting that tariffs could apply as soon as a week and a half from now, the federal cabinet met again today to prepare a response.
Our focus is on the substance of things.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and his team are trying to ignore the rhetoric and certain comments by the newly elected president. Donald Trump mused about imposing 25% tariffs on Canada by February 1st last night. But the executive order he signed called for a study of trade imbalances by April 1st.
Donald Trump is, as always, a skilled negotiator and will do what he can to keep his negotiating partners a little bit off balance. We are confident in the facts on the ground,
including the fact that if you exclude energy, the U.S. actually has a nearly $30 billion trade surplus with Canada. And if Americans restrict trade with our country, they'll have to get certain things from other places. It's all part of the diplomatic and economic chess match.
If you say no to Canada, be mindful you're saying yes to. You're probably saying yes to China on critical mineral. You're probably saying yes to Venezuela on crude oil.
The Liberals do have a plan to respond with counter tariffs if it comes to that. However, the opposition Conservatives want Parliament recalled to do even more. Pierre Poilievre saying in a statement he wants to reopen Parliament now to pass new border controls, agree on trade retaliation, and prepare a plan to rescue Canada's weak economy, end quote. After being in Washington for the inauguration, Alberta Premier Danielle Smith says now is the time for talk, not retaliation.
We know that we have a reprieve here that allows us to make the case to the Americans on the issues that are important to them. And so I will be doing that, and I hope my fellow premiers will be doing that.
Well, that should be part of the plan, according to former Quebec Premier Jean Charest, who was also part of Trudeau's Council on Canada-U.S. relations.
If there's a clear understanding of how we work together and how good we are for each other's economy, well, then we could probably do bigger things.
Now, Charest says a wider energy or economic policy, Sandy, could actually benefit both countries. But before we get to that point, Canada does have to get past this latest tariff threat. Sandy?
Okay, Mike, thank you.